the string is caught and it's released. So in terms of the actions of the right hand from the first videos on that, we use a combination of turning slightly into the index finger and feeling the thumb and the back fingers curl and the thumb bend. And that gives us some leverage. You can do push-ups. You see what I'm doing? I'm pressing the stick into the hair. Okay, that's the first aspect of sound production. The second aspect of sound production is freedom from the shoulder to the elbow to open and close and to raise and lower, that it is not tight, has a feeling of hanging slightly under the wrist. The third is the hinge, that the hand can pull or push and that the fingers and wrists give according to that. Yeah? So you can, to make sure that you have all three, you can put your bow down in the square position, the middle of the bow. You can apply that pressure like this, and then see, can you open and close your elbow slightly? Can you raise and lower your elbow slightly? Do you feel tight anywhere? Do you have the right arrangement between the instrument and your upper arm? It's very important. If your arms are shorter, the fiddle more in front of you, and back the right arm up extra. Back it up extra if you're not big. Otherwise, if you don't come from that inward position, pushing out to get to the tip will be very difficult. You're going to look for three shapes, and you can see these in the chapter on the right hand in the Galamian book. A triangle, a square, and a large triangle, depending on what part of the bow you're at. But it's very two-dimensional. And remember, that your shoulder, even though we don't bow like this, has to be able to move in these two directions and this direction freely. If you lock anything in the shoulder, it doesn't work. So at the triangle, my elbow is slightly more in front of my body, okay? At the square, it'll have dropped down slightly. It's roughly a square, right? And at the triangle, I'll push the arm out again. Out. This is out and in. Yeah? So you should feel that your shoulder can drift. We don't do this, but it should feel like at the beginning of a down bow, you can drift a little bit that way. But there's a point at which your arm stops there and where you have to push back out, okay? That's in order for the bow to track straightly. So when you're practicing to get the arm stabilized vertically and horizontally,